Hello and welcome to Forever Rugby on Forever Sport. For today's preview, as the Cheetahs host the Sharks in the Currie Cup, and a very important victory or game, rather, for the Cheetahs because they're at the top and they need to stay at the top because after this weekend, for example, sides can start to get a lot stronger over the next couple of weeks because with the URC after this weekend, there are only 3 matches, a maximum of 3 matches to each South African side. That being the Bulls, the Sharks, and the Stormers before they're finished for the season. And for example, the Lions will be in there, or a lot of their stars back, and they can bring them into Currie Cup. And the Bulls and the likes of like that can also start to bring players back into their Currie Cup structures, given the fact that it's quite a lot of time between some of the URC playoffs. So for the likes of the Cheetahs and the Pumas, who have gone off quickly, it's important for them to keep the momentum up. And they're taking on the Sharks, who currently sit in 3rd place. With a 50% record so far. Played 6, won 3, lost 3. The Chiefs have lost just 1 match. Currently sit on 25 points, 10 points ahead of the Sharks. A pretty important game for the Sharks to win. And if they would win, then they could get themselves up to about 20 points. Maximum, but a minimum of 19 points if they get a win, which would try and create a bit of distance between them and a couple of other sides. At the moment, there's just 2 points that separates the Sharks in 3rd and the Bulls down in 7th. It's the halfway stage of the Currie Cup, and we've already seen a couple of upsets, but mostly we've seen, I think, what we kind of expected with the Sharks, Pumas going out quite strongly. I think we've expected a bit more from the Griquas. The Bulls obviously started terribly, but are coming back. The Lions been a bit inconsistent. Western Province and Sharks also, we're not quite sure which team will rock up on the day. But before we look at the two sides, please do smash a like on the video and subscribe to the channel as well. We'll start with the home side, which is the Cheetahs, and some big news for them. Masia Masuku will be starting against his soon-to-be side. Masuku has been signed by the Sharks for next season, which I think has been a very good sign for them. So Sharks fans will be very much watching this match with eager eyes to see what they can expect from the number 10, who's had to work really hard to get himself back to sort of the top level. But in the front row, it'll be SCALP Pereira, Marco Jansen van Rensburg, and Uranus Kutsia. Rene Bernardo will partner captain Victor Sikikete to complete that tight 5, and for me, a very impressive loose trio in the likes of Gideon van der Merwe, Silbala Koma, and Jean-Ray Rudolph. Rudolph signing a new contract, as did van der Merwe announced earlier this week. Ruan Pienaar, who has announced that he will be closing the door on his rugby chapter in October this year, and will partner Sia Masuku. Renio Hartzenberg, Daniel Cassenda, the 2 wings in the centres. Renan Fontaine will partner the very experienced Robert Everson in that 13 jersey. Tapio Mafura will start at full back. Off the bench, it'll be Louis van der Westhuizen, Alalutu Takweni, Henkes van Wyk, Zwanelo Zito, Daniel Martins, Ruan Clear, David Brits, and Cohen Jasper. For the men from Durban, this is how they will line up, and quite a lot of continuity at the moment for the Sharks in this Currie Cup. In the front row, Kwesi Mana, Fez and Bata Kutantunu will pack down with Pone Roll and Oki Barnard, backing them up in the second row. Tia Tenda Masavira, will start on number 6 jersey. James Fenter will captain on the other flank, and Henker Fenter at 8th man. Bradley Davids will partner Lionel Cornier, who gets an opportunity. We've seen Fred Zalinger be the preferred flower half, and Lionel Cornier will get his opportunity this weekend. Mars Porkita, Yao Penkle, the 2 wings. Alvana Vasaki is partnered by Joshua Jonas in the centres. Very exciting and fleet-footed. Navaldo Fleers will start at full back. Off the bench, Dan Joosta, Dian Bleuler, and Hanno Jacobs will add the impact in the front row. Marco de Wit, Dylan Richardson, Tian Fourie, Murray Costa, and Pico Sabatle, the rest of the bench there. It's a couple of nice players in the likes of Murray Costa, Dylan Richardson, and Dan Joosta to come off the bench. But it's a good Cheetah side, and Shark side as well. So I'm interested to sort of see how this will go. Home ground advantage has been quite important in the Currie Cup so far. So I do think that will give the Cheetahs an edge. But as I said, I think for Sharks fans, an opportunity to see what Sia Masuku is all about. And I suppose for the Sharks players, none of these players really probably in line to sort of be playing in the URC playoffs. But injuries do happen, so an opportunity for them to put their hands up. And I think also, this Currie Cup is an opportunity for lots of people to try and knuckle down places for next season. We're about to move into the off season. There'll be a lot of signings being announced, a lot of movement, players leaving, players coming in. And the Currie Cup is very much an opportunity for certain players who maybe are out of contract to maybe potentially earn one, or to even also put themselves in the shopping window a little bit and sort of show them what they're all about. And so if they don't get the Sharks contract renewal, they can find contract somewhere else at a good union. But yeah, let me know what your score prediction down in the comments below. I do think that Cheetahs will get the job done. But as I say, the Sharks side under Joe Mangala has been a little bit inconsistent. So, if they do pitch up, they can certainly get the job done. Please do smash like on the video and subscribe to the channel as well. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Steven. I'll chat to you soon.